Tesla has finally dropped the full self-driving beta button, but understandably for safety reasons, they're not instantly granting everybody who presses that button access to FSD beta. There's a few due processes that need to take place, so I'm just going to be informing you on what those processes are and how getting into the beta program should work. First of all, you need to make sure that both your vehicle and your phone are on the latest Tesla software. So with the vehicle's case, at the time of recording this, there's a new update that just went out called 2021.32.22, and if you have full self-driving bought, or even if you're subscribed to it, you should be able to go into the settings tab of your vehicle and see a request FSD beta option. Now when you tap that button, it opts you in and lets Tesla know you're interested in trying out the beta software. Then go to the mobile app on your phone and make sure that it's running the latest version, and within that app you'll be able to see what your safety score is. So this is how Tesla prevents the FSD beta going into the hands of irresponsible drivers, because it could look bad for the entire brand and they could get a lot more scrutiny if they end up rolling out the beta to just absolutely everybody. So I know technically it would be a lot easier and it would be a lot more simple for you to just tap the button and suddenly you have it, but this is in limited beta for a reason. But there's essentially 5 factors that Tesla is using to analyze your overall safety rating score, which is now something Tesla can monitor thanks to the in-house cameras and driving data that your vehicle collects as it rolls around. So when you first update your Tesla app, you're not going to see a safety score originally. From what it's sounding like so far, you update the app and then you go for a drive and it monitors these 5 factors to analyze whether or not you are deemed as a safe driver. And I'd say they're pretty simple factors. So for one, it's measuring how many forward collision warnings you have every 1,000 miles. So if you're the type of driver that's moving the vehicle a lot and people are jumping out in front of it and you're not intervening, it picks up on that and registers, hey, they didn't take over, they weren't paying attention, and it collects how often you're not stopping and how often the car basically is having to intervene for safety reasons. It also measures hard braking. It looks for a certain amount of really often used braking that's harder than natural. So I don't think that just means typical everyday braking. It means that if you're the type of person to drive fast and not be paying attention to what's going on in front of you, and that results in you having to brake really hard, they pick up on that and it may affect your overall safety score. And they also pick up on aggressive turning. So if the vehicle is facing a certain number of G's and you're going really quick on lots of tight and curvy roads, they might pick that up as someone who's a tad more reckless at driving. And of course, the 4th factor would be unsafe following. So they can tell when you're following another vehicle in front of you very closely at a high rate of speed, which of course gives you less time to do something in the event of an accident. So if you're spending high speeds really close to somebody else, they pick up on that. It will impact your score. And then of course the last factor, which makes the most amount of sense to me, is the forced autopilot disengagement sensors. Those are being documented. So essentially those go off when you have autopilot turned on and it starts picking up that you're not keeping your hand on the wheel or your eyes aren't on the road. And if you don't intervene, it disengages autopilot and turns the vehicle off to the side of the road and pulls over. But if it detects that that's happening very regularly and there's lots of documented cases of you not paying attention in the vehicle, that overall docks your safety score. It's not really confirmed at this point what score is high enough for you to be included in the FSD beta. At the time of recording this, the beta button has officially launched, but we haven't seen anyone officially, tap the button and gotten into the program. Sounds like Tesla is wanting to collect a few more days, probably a week or 2 of data off of people who have requested the beta button. And if their score remains high, and if you try your best to avoid the 5 factors that Tesla is looking for in checking their score, you should be looking at a software update that grants you access to this incredible next generation software within the matter of weeks. I, of course, am going to try my best to check out an FSD beta vehicle as soon as possible. Waiting on Model Y Mike. Hopefully his safety score is looking good, but of course you can monitor your score from the mobile app on your phone, and that will change over time. It pretty much will only keep 30 days worth of data relevant though. So if you've been a reckless driver for a month and you really want to get the beta, Tesla's going to look for evidence of you being careful and paying attention for about 30 days for that score to overall increase. So overall, I think this is a fairly good system in concept. I do hope that it ends up in people actually gaining access to the beta within a matter of a week or 2. Obviously, most people I think would handle the beta very responsibly, but I get why Tesla is being extra cautious, because there certainly are going to be people that try to abuse this feature, and one once it starts being abused, basically ruins the experience for everybody. So there needs to be some kind of due process in the meantime. I'm unsure how long it's going to take before the FSD beta features just find their ways into the stock operating system where you can just use them whenever you feel like. But I think in the meantime, the 5 safety factors are pretty reasonable, and I do hope everybody who has paid for full self-driving, whether it's outright or via subscription, will be able to try out these features soon because they seem incredible and they give us a taste of what's to come with autonomous driving. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.